ישראל.
It happened on February 17th, 2002. High alert warnings. Police reinforced to the maximum, knowing that terrorists are about to strike at any minute. The police of the Northern Command ready and waiting. Suddenly, a dramatic chase. Undercover agents overtaking a suspicious-looking car, ending with a policeman blocking the terrifying explosion with his body. Tomer, a true hero whose capture of the terrorists saved many lives, is lying in the hospital, his injured, burnt body undergoing lengthy rehabilitation. Multiple surgeries and the months go by. Finally, one medical device stands between Tomer staying in the hospital and going home. The Tel HaShomer hospital was not willing to release me until I'd have a CPM gadget for my hand. We looked all over for such an instrument, and we were told, well, there may be 2 of them in the whole country. We managed to get hold of it only at Yamin Saad. The instrument simply helps my hand to recuperate wonderfully so that I'll be able to once again hold a weapon and return to my job as a policeman. I would like to tell the Yamin Saad nonprofit organization, thank you very, very much for lending me the CPM and helping me to rehabilitate my hand to its maximum potential. This is the motto of the Yamin Saad organization. No one's request goes unheeded. From a well-stocked warehouse in central Haifa containing a full inventory of medical devices, equipment, and accessories that Yamin Saad lends out free of charge for respirators, cardiac care, orthopedic assistance, for rehabilitation, for recovery, or simply to spend one's last days at home among loved ones. This bed really saves us, and it helps us to greatly maintain our father within the framework of the family and the community, and thereby to take care of him. Everyone sees how much such things can help in a person's quality of life and in keeping him alive altogether. We thank you very much. The organization helped me very, very much. They lent me a wheelchair at no cost. It's simply an organization that does wonders. Equipment fitted for premature babies, for children, for the elderly. Every sick or infirm person will receive the device or equipment required. And if it's not yet part of the inventory, it soon will be. Why? Because that is the essence of Yamin Saad, an outstretched hand to the sick, frail, and elderly, to those in medical need, whose gratitude has been unending. The misery and suffering that takes place inside a hospital goes beyond the walls of the building. The families that share in the pain of their loved ones, the shattered lives that will never be repaired, the immense loss of what was a whole person. The dedicated volunteers of Yamin Saad arrive with refreshments, sweets, encouraging words, sentiments of hope in the future. They listen to the despair of the sick and injured and leave only when their faces look brighter and see the light of hope and recovery. These volunteers are the outstretched hand of Yamin Saad. Between one treatment and the next, between x-rays, examinations, Yamin Saad's volunteers throw parties and dance, allowing the sick to forget the pain for a few minutes, letting in rays of sunlight and happiness to the lives of those who are suffering. Song and music are as contagious as disease and spread among the patients, leaving smiles and bright faces in their wake. The medical establishment acknowledges that happiness plays a key role in healing and expresses their appreciation to the volunteers of Yamin Saad. Blood supply is low. Without hesitation, Magen David Adom knows where to turn. It's guaranteed emergency supply in the north, Yamin Saad. Upon receiving the call, Yamin Saad organizes donation of hundreds of pints for terror victims, for the sick, saving lives, making the handicapped mobile, enabling those in recovery to leave the hospital. An organization comprising such a wide range of activities gets noticed. And it's no wonder Yamin Saad has attracted the attention and involvement of prominent businessmen, public officials, and celebrities. Everyone wants to lend a hand to the work of Yamin Saad. I've connected myself with these people because these people bring good tidings, truly good tidings to the needy. Here, real help is given, not just lip service. What's good about this nonprofit organization is that this organization gives all of its help without any distinction of religion, race, or gender. The Amin Saad organization was established in order to help people, and during this difficult period that we're in, this help is blessed. I'm very impressed by the work that's done by the Amin Saad organization. I've seen the character, I've seen the devotion with which the volunteers there work, and how they give totally of themselves and of their souls to the needy. Amin Saad's leadership does not rest on its laurels. They are constantly looking to improve their services, to obtain and supply medical necessities, to ease the pain and suffering of the sick and their families. What now? What next? To purchase a van equipped to transport the needy, handicapped, and elderly, to facilitate receiving their essential medical treatment, or even to bring some happiness by taking them to a family event. Surely you have asked yourself countless times, how can I help those who are suffering? The answer is in your hands. The outstretched hand of Amin Saad, your way to help relieve suffering. Give a hand to Amin Saad to stand by the sick, provide comfort, and assist in their recovery.